So in today's video, I'm going to share how I found that walking has really helped to reduce my menopause symptoms. But before I share my experience, I've got to stress I'm not a personal trainer or a fitness instructor. And it's really important that if you do want to start walking, that you do see your doctor or a personal trainer so that you know that you're doing something that will benefit you and not make symptoms that you may have get worse. Hello, I'm Shirley and welcome to my channel where I try to find solutions to make living in menopause and midlife a lot easier. So the main reason I started walking was really to lose weight, and it has been really effective in helping me to lose weight. But like all things, you have to do it consistently. You can't just go walking for a couple of days, not do anything for the next 10 days and expect that 2 days of walking to have an effect on your weight loss. Like everything else, consistency is key. The other reason that I chose walking as a form of weight loss and exercise is basically you need minimal equipment. You just need to put on your trainers or comfortable shoes, comfortable clothing, and off you go. It's free. You just go and walk around your neighborhood, or you find a park, or like where we live in the countryside. There's lots of places that we can go walking around. Also, I chose walking namely because I really didn't fancy the huffing and puffing and so much effort of running or other gym activities. Actually, we know that gyms are closed at the moment, but because we live in countryside, I'd have to walk down the train station and travel and then walk again a bit further just to get to the gym. So it's easier just to go and walk around the countryside where we are. So how does walking help to reduce my symptoms? Well, the first thing that I noticed was improving my sleep. I didn't know it at the beginning of my menopause journey, but disturbed sleep is actually one of the symptoms of perimenopause or menopause, depending on where you are in your journey. At the worst times for me, I was only getting 5 full nights sleep per month. And the only reason I did finally sleep on those nights was really because I was so tired. But every time I go for a walk nowadays, it gets me so tired, but it also relaxes me at the same time, that on those days and for a few days afterwards when I do walk, I find that I have a full night's sleep, and sometimes I can sleep for up to 6, 7, even 8 hours. So being able to sleep through the night is really one of the main benefits for me in terms of walking helping to reduce my menopause symptoms. The next benefit I got from walking that I found I had less aches and pains in my joints and in my muscles. If you're like me, you probably spend a lot of time just sitting around in front of the TV or in front of a computer, especially now that we're in lockdown. However, when I go walking, I find that my muscles get a lot stronger, and because of the movement, I find that I'm a lot less achy in my joints and muscles. The other benefit I got from walking was improving my moods. Again, it's probably a cycle that I go through, and a lot of women in perimenopause or menopause go through, is when you're not sleeping well, you've got brain fog and you've got low moods and you just feel miserable all the time. When I started walking, I found my mood really improving, and the reason for that is because when I'm walking around, I try and stay in the moment. I know it's so easy for us to walk around, but we're still in our thoughts. But the important thing about going for a walk and benefiting from that walk is really to be in the moment. Spend time to notice the trees and the plants. I actually love watching all the dogs having fun, or the children running around, or just listening to nature, because nature provides us with a different vibration. Walking also gets you out of your normal environment. It gives you that space away from your thoughts, away from those day-to-day things that really pushes your buttons, and that will then improve your moods. And being away from your day-to-day environment and things that trigger your mood or your anger or whatever else that triggers you will help you to improve your mood, give you the space to get away from things and help you to rebalance your thoughts and rebalance your emotions. And that for me was one of the biggest things that I noticed when I started walking on a regular basis. The next benefit I got from walking was that it helped me to get my digestion going and it allowed me to have regular bowel movement. Now, as women, lower estrogen levels and lower female hormone levels really affect our digestive system. So it's important that we support our digestive system, not through popping a pill to help you go, if you know what I mean, but by supporting your body and by movement and going out for a walk. It helps to stimulate your digestive system, stimulate your bowel movements. And the important thing with that is you may find that your bloated belly actually calms down and you feel a lot more comfortable, you're less gassy, you're less bloaty, and you probably find that you fit better in your clothes too. One of the main benefits really I got from walking is the fact that it's helped me to be more confident, because I know as women, when we're feeling sluggish and uncomfortable and that, dare I say it, slightly on the wobbly big side, it knocks our self-confidence and our self-esteem. So being able to get proper sleep, have better focus, being able to achieve things not just in day-to-day life but in work and whatever it is you want to do, that really helps build your confidence. Also, of course, losing weight definitely helps with the confidence factor. Also, being able to sleep because you're tired for sleep and your body is nicely relaxed helps you to be calmer, and it helps to discern from whether someone's really pushing your buttons or whether it's just hormones. And when I know that there's a certain point in my cycle, all I do is think I'm in that phase of my cycle and I'll just let it pass and everything will be better. And I know that my hormones are making things feel a lot worse than they need be. That really helps your confidence because you can think straight and not let people or situations or whatever is going around you to push your buttons and to make you feel worse than you really need to. And you know that sometimes at certain points of the month things or people don't bug you as much, so you know when it's your hormones. So maybe by now you're thinking, well, how can I start walking? I'm always achy, I can't even get out of bed in the morning because I haven't slept the night before. My advice to you is, one, to start slowly. Normally when we go for a walk, we do about 10k, between 10 and 11 minutes pace per kilometer, but we didn't start doing that. Or I certainly didn't start doing that. I started slowly. I started at my own pace, and that's my number one tip to you, is if you haven't walked for a while or you've got aches and pains, maybe the easiest thing for you is to walk around your home for about 5 or 10 minutes once or twice a day and build up from there. So if you're like me, it could be really easy just to be sitting around doing work or watching Netflix or doing something on your computer. So the easiest thing for you to do is to set an alarm on your phone to go off every hour, and every time your alarm goes off, go and walk around your home for about 2 to 3 minutes. And that can be really helpful in getting your system going, getting you stronger and getting you ready to go out and walk outside. And the one thing that really helps us is the fact that we both got Fitbits that goes off at 10 to the hour, and the point is to walk at least 250 steps before the next hour. That way you're building yourself up. For me, sometimes that can get irritating, but it does really help to remind me that, you know what, I haven't moved around a lot and it's time to move. So once you're strong enough to be walking around your home, maybe it's time to take it outside. Now, if you haven't been out for a long time or don't really want to go too far, start with a 10-minute walk down the road and back home again. Or maybe walk around the block and then come home again. That way, if you do that once or twice a week to begin with, then you'll be able to build up your strength and your stamina to move on to the next step. So when that becomes easy, or maybe before it becomes too easy, after a few days you can build up to half an hour, 2 to 3 times per week. Take your time. Maybe it'll take you 1 week or 2 weeks or even a month to get used to your pace, to the time, to your energy. Allow yourself to get fitter. But over time, what the ideal would be to increase your pace, increase the time, and increase the distance that you go out walking. And you probably find that by the time you're doing 2 or 3 half-hour walks, you begin to start feeling the benefit. You may be losing weight, you may be huffing and puffing, but you know that the longer you go on, the more you're improving your energy levels and your strength and your stamina. And before then, if you're able to go for a walk 2 to 3 times per week for half an hour or even an hour, you'll probably find that your mood start improving and you start sleeping through the night. But be in the moment. Don't go out for a walk with your head down. Try and be in the moment. Step away from whatever your thoughts are and those feelings. So notice the changing seasons, notice the dogs playing and barking around you, notice the children laughing. These all help to improve your mood. And step back from the mindset that we find ourselves when we're in familiar environment. It's really important to take time when you're out on your walk to detach from those similar moods. So I hope you find this information useful, and I hope that you're a bit more motivated to go out walking. Of course, like I said earlier, remember to go and see your doctor if you ever want to change your diet or to take up a physical activity that you've never done before. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos, remember to subscribe to my channel and also to check out the links in the description. And until next time, I'll see you then.